morning. I am Darcy Overby. I am the National Sales Manager for Barricade Building Products. And with me I have Andrew Hubble.
Hello, everyone.
Andrew is our Digital Marketing Specialist with Barricade. And Michael Riemann also should be joining us here, and he is our Territory Rep for the Northeast. So we're just going to go through and talk a little bit about what Barricade has to offer. I know we kind of did some of this yesterday, but we're going to go through a little bit more in detail. And if you want to stop me for questions, please feel free. So we've got a wide variety of different products that we manufacture. We've got three different structural sheathing options, 4 different house wrap options, a couple roof underlayments, our seam tape, as well as window and door flashing options. So we'll go through first. This is kind of a hot topic right now with the panels market, the OSB market, where it's at today. So we'll start talking about our structural sheathings. So the first product we have here is our ThermoBrace Eco line. So this is our structural sheathing option. It is a recycled product. All of the competitive lightweight sheathings on the market are also going to be recycled products. So it's a 3-in-1 product. So you've got a structural component. So it takes the place of your OSB and house wrap. It is a direct substitute for OSB. So it is your structural component. It is coated on both sides with a poly coating. So it takes the place of your house wrap as well. And it is your air barrier. So it is a 3-in-1 product here. In addition to that, the nail lines are printed on the product. So there's no guesswork as far as where the fastener goes. On the picture there, you can see the different hash lines there. And it's a 16-inch on center panel, made for 16-inch on center. So the hash lines are down the middle as well, so you don't have to guess where the stud is. We make this in 3 different grades, so green, red, and blue. The main differences here are the green is the thinnest of all the products, and the blue is going to be the thicker of all the products. They have different shear values as well, just because of their thicknesses. So if you're going to start replacing a home that has OSB and house wrap with this product, you'd want to start looking at the red in the ThermoBrace Eco line, and you could completely take that home, take off all the OSB, and use ThermoBrace red for that home. You can do portal walls with it as well. Green would be if you want to spread out the shear and you don't need as much shear in certain areas down the wall. You could start using our green, which the price ends up going down because it's a thinner product. So that would help save the money there.
Yeah.
Okay, so in comparison to our ThermoBrace Eco, we also make a ThermoBrace. So they serve the exact same purposes, these 2 panels. However, our ThermoBrace is different in that it is not a recycled product. So this is made with virgin craft fiber material. It allows the product to be a little bit stronger. So you'll end up with higher shear values on all the different grades, green, red, and blue. So this by far is the strongest lightweight sheathing on the market in comparison to our competitors and in comparison to our ThermoBrace Eco product. If you're going to start taking a look at different alternatives to OSB or other sheathings, and you want to look at lightweight sheathing, this product here will be your strongest option. Again, it is not following the OSB market, so the price is very stable on the product. We've had 1 price increase in 2-3 years, so it's very price stable. And I think a lot of you were asking yesterday, how does it compare price-wise to OSB? And right now, it's less than half the cost if you compare panel for panel. So it's getting the job done. It is as strong, if not stronger than OSB, depending on what grade you're using. And it's got your house wrap already built in. So now you're also saving on the cost of your house wrap as well.
Yep. And Michael did join us. So jump in at name time, Michael.
Okay. Hi, Michael. So the other sheathing option we have is our thermobrace SIB board. So it's a structural insulated board. And this is the exact same thing as far as it's using our thermobrace structural panels, but we are adding a neopore foam to one side, giving you an added R value. So you can now have a structural panel with an R3 or an R5 value to it, and your air barrier and your weather barrier all in one. The neat thing about this is that it is reversible. So the other products on the market, they are not reversible products. And Michael, I'll let you talk a little bit about that because you've been talking to a lot of builders about this product recently.
Yeah, so obviously one of those advantages is the fact that it can be reversible. So you can go structural sheeting on the outside, similar to the very popular zip wall system. It would be the only two products that have the hardboard on the outside and the foam on the inside. Then that leads to the ability to nail it, as opposed to if you go foam on the outside, you're using a crown staple, typically a 15/16 crown with an 1.25 leg, where you can use a standard nail gun and hit it with an 11 gauge roofing nail, with the hardboard on the outside. Taping the seams, or you can house wrap, either one. It doesn't matter, but it's a pretty clean install. Lightweight, easy to move. You're not having three guys offload lumber. You're having one guy grab a sheet, put it on the wall, and then continue on.
Then the last item we have here, this is our interior board. So basically this is used for if you're doing anything on the interior side of the home on the stud. This has poly coating in between the plies here. So it helps reduce drywall cracking. It is gluable if you're doing anything that needs to be glued as far as the interior board. So when you're talking about, I guess, the different sheathing options that are available, and I'm understanding that the lightweight sheathing is a newer option, or it's newer to the market. First thing people start looking at is the cost and availability of the product. So kind of like we had just touched on, this product doesn't follow any commodity market. So when compared to OSB or CDX, we're very stable. You don't have to quarterly or bi-weekly worry about the product really having dips or spikes at all. You can really plan around the cost of the product. As far as performance goes, really the big thing here is people get stuck on the thickness of the product. So at most, it's 1/8 of an inch thick. So that's right around how thick it is. And going from 7/16 OSB to 1/8 of an inch thick, people really have a concern. And really the fastening of the product is where a lot of our strength comes from. So like OSB, you will fasten 6 and 12, 6 inches down the edges and every 12 inches in the center. Our product is 3 and 3. So you're fastening it a lot more often, which allows a lot more shear value. And then ease of installation. So how is it different to install than OSB? Are my guys going to know how? Are some of the questions we get asked. And it's a direct OSB replacement. So you put it up just like you would OSB, but we've got the nail lines on there as well. So you don't have to, there's no second guessing, where do my nails go? You're not going to miss it because it's all right on there. And then as far as fasteners, you can use your 1¼ coil roofing nail or a 1-inch 16 gauge staple with an 1¼ leg. So there's not a lot of differences between this and installing OSB.
Ease of installation spreads the whole way through, whether you're using siding or hardy or anything like that. Your nail lines, so you're going to know where you hit the studs. So that's a big advantage, especially to your wanting to have siding installed properly. Hitting your studs is a big factor in that.
So that was our few different sheathing options. So we also manufacture a few different house wraps. So we've got a builder grade, economical woven wrap, a couple different, we've got a high perm and a low perm option and a drain wrap that we'll go through here. So our first option is our builder grade option. So this is going to be your woven perforated option. It is up to 12-month UV protected, and we can do multiple different sizes as you see there. This will be at 11 perms, and it is translucent, which is unique to us. So when you put it up, you can see through to the stud. We also have our Barricade Plus. So this is going to be a Tyvek or Typar equivalent. This is a low perm, non-woven, non-perforated option that has up to 9-month UV protection here. So this is going to be at 16 perms. And then we also have our drainage wrap. So this is newer, again, translucent. It is surfactant resistant, but this has a three-dimensional, I guess, aspect to it where the actual ovals on the product bubble up. So it allows for more drainage, bulk water drainage down the product. It allows somewhere for it to go. Non-perforated, non-woven, and this one is 18 perms. And then our R-wrap, again, non-perforated, non-woven, but this is our high permeability product. So this is a 50 perms, and this has up to 9-month UV protection. So again, it's really just the builder's perspective. Do they want a low perm option? Do they want a high perm option? We have both. And with all of our house wrap options, we also have the digital print capability. So we can not only have your logo and your phone number, website running down the center of the roll, but we could alternate. We could put your customer's logo if you're doing multifamily work. We could put anything you want down the middle of the roll. And if you use our standard layout, which is your logo alternating with the website phone number, there's no upcharge. Okay. So that was quick on our house wraps there. And we also have a few different roof underlayments. So we've got our UDL Pro and our UDL Standard. So they're very similar in that, so they're both gray in color. So it allows a lot of the contractors like the gray because it doesn't get so hot, doesn't heat up on the roof. It's got our UDL Pro. This is going to be our premium grade. So this will be gray on the front, and then it's actually black on the back for an extra non-skid protection. And this is UV resistant up to 180 days. And then we've got two different sizes there. We've got 125-foot rolls or 250-foot rolls. Then this is our standard. So this is going to be our more economical choice. And the difference is this is still coated two sides, but not with the extra black backer. So this will be gray on both sides, still non-skid on both sides. And then the difference on this one, it'll be UV resistant up to 60 days.
These are great alternatives to 15, 30-pound felt.
That's right. Then to If you need, as far as seam tape and caulking, we also have that. So we've got our Barricade seam tape. So this will be used for if you have seams in your house wrap, or if you're using our sheathing and you're not overlapping the panels, you're butting them up, we make a seam tape to help cover the seams. And then we also have a Barricade bear caulk for around windows and doors. And then to round out our offering, we also have multiple different window and door flashing tapes. And again, we've got all the different options as far as how you, the builder, is building. So we're going to have an asphalt product, we're going to have a butyl product, we're going to have an extreme, which is a little bit different. It's an acrylic product. So depending on maybe the price point or maybe the temperature, we've got really an option for everything. So the first one is our flash right. So this is our asphalt based flashing. So this one you can apply in temperatures from 40 to 160 degrees. It's UV resistant up to 180 days. Our extreme is a great option. This one you can apply in temperatures from negative 30 to 150. This has an easy to remove release liner and is UV resistant up to 180 days.
This product right here is probably one of the best products in the market, that extreme.
That extreme, yes, it is.
Doesn't lose its tack pretty much ever. So if you go to a job and it's pulling in a corner, which you see a lot of times with asphalt or butyl, the extreme product will still have tack, so you can get up there, you can roll it out, or you can push it tight in your hands. The best thing is to either roll it out or take a wooden block and just smooth it out. That will not lose adhesion at all.
Yeah. And then our other option is our Ulti-Flash. So this is our butyl backed option here. So again, this one is UV resistant up to 365 days, and it has an application temperature of 0 to 150 degrees. And then last, for around the radius windows, we've got our Conform, or around those windowsills. This is our stretchable flashing. This is made with a butyl backing, so it is like our Ulti-Flash, just in a stretchable application. And this is a 40 to 180 degree temperature range, and it's again UV resistant like our Ulti-Flash for up to 365 days.
Great.
So with that, Barricade, again, we are located in Doswell, Virginia. We've been around since 1986. We were one of the early manufacturers to the market to make house wrap and a lot of these different products. And we really offer the complete building envelope, exterior building envelope. So with that, we are open to questions. Thank you very much for listening.
Will Pippin here. I have a question. As you go through your presentation and we're looking at a lot of the specs and how this, stuff a little bit is applied, I guess the reason why we haven't used Barricade is because it's maybe not spec'd on the plans. If I take an apartment building plan and I say we want, to use Barricade product, it's an exact substitute for, let's say, a Tyvek package that we have now. In other words, we could get a price to use Barricade products and make sure they work. I mean, we're not having to redesign anything. We're kind of just able to just substitute in a Barricade product.
That's right. Yes, you can. Our products perform as well as Tyvek. And frankly, you will see a cost savings going from a Tyvek product to Barricade, but you're getting the performance that you would expect.
I would say that's 100% accurate. It's more DuPont has made a Kleenex frame, so you got a brand name there. in a lot of cases, we can do things that they can't because we're smaller and we have more versatility.
Mhm.
But like our wrap product and Tyvek go head to head.
And we've got, if you want to look at differences or testing data, we've got documents that show, where tire terms, how permeable they are, or different perform versus the Barricade products, so you can get a good idea of how we're outperforming them. It's just, again, they've got that Kleenex name out there, so everybody just goes there first. But in many cases, we're a much better product.
So like our Tyvek's commercial wrap would be like our Barricade Plus. I would say our new drainage wrap product is one of the best out there because it's not like Tyvek has a crinkle wrap. Like I say crinkle wrap, but their drain wrap is kind of it's in their tooling process, but it looks like it's crinkled up fabric. It looks like crinkled up Tyvek, and that's what they're using for the drain wrap. Ours is designed specifically for water drainage. It kind of resembles a golf ball, like if you that kind of indentation or the recessed patterns and the raised patterns on the golf ball, and that's kind of what our drainage wrap looks like in that huge sheet. And we can do that in a 5x200 or a traditional 9 and 10-foot roll as well. So.
Awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Great presentation. Thanks everyone for joining. We'll send out some information afterward and send you the attendee list. And I hope everyone has a great day.
Thanks, guys. You too.
Thank you very much, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks.